Rizal lived to be 113, did not die in Bagumbayan. The Great Malayan did not die at Bagumbayan. According to an account in World Viewer dated May 8, 2016, Jose P. Rizal lived to be 113 years old. It said that after Rizal finished his studies as an eye doctor in Germany, he operated successfully on the eyes of kings and emperors, spending extended time in Vienna with Emperor Franz Joseph of the House of Habsburg-Lorraine and in Tokyo with the Tenno. The article titled, "The Mystery of the Barclays Accounts" stated that Rizal also worked in the Vatican under an assumed name of Jose Antonio Diaz de la Paz. He became papal nuncio, ambassador of goodwill of the Vatican, and traveled the world more than anybody else could travel at that time, speaking in 10 languages. When the kings and emperors needed a trusted person to take care of all their secret treasures after WWI, Jose Rizal aka Jose Antonio Diaz de la Paz of the Vatican was chosen. Since secrecy was essential to the whole plan, Jose P. Rizal alias Jose Antonio Diaz de la Paz became the most important and most classified person of the 20th century. The structure of this gargantuan wealth built on this secrecy was manifested after WW2, with the secret deposit of 400,000 metric tons of gold. In 1949, the gold was deposited at the Central Bank of the Philippines and another 217,500 MT deposited in banks all over the world under a secret code name Tiburcio Villamor Marcos or TVMLSM 666. The 400,000 MT deposited for 50 years plus 5 years to terminate all claims of former owners. United States Presidents Harry S. Truman and his successor U.S. President, Dwight D. Eisenhower, Chiang Kai-shek, Mao Zedong, Tschu Enlai, and Generalissimo Franco of Spain signed that secret agreement on August 11, 1950. Among others, J.P.R. Jad, Jose P. Rizal Jose Antonio Diaz de la Paz signed as trust depositor, young Ferdinand Marcos 33 years old then, signed as legal counsel for TVMLSM 666. The controlling institution for that giant undertaking was, and is until today, the Bank for International Settlement in Basel, Switzerland, the de facto secret central bank of all central banks in the world, controlling also the Federal Reserve System of America, Bank of England, World Bank, IMF, and ECB. Trust account C1 C2 C19 C21 was opened for TVMLSM 666, special code name Jose Bautista Cruzan, in Barclays Bank in London for payment of the returned Philippine Victory money. In reality, it was J.P.R. Jad, Jose P. Rizal Jose Antonio Diaz de la Paz, who signed as Jose Bautista Cruzan in the bank, and in the U.S. Treasury for the money of the Philippines. The notes were originally printed as Commonwealth of the Philippines peso, in 1934–1936 in the Bureau of Printing and Engraving in Washington, D.C., becoming Philippine Victory notes in exchange of 2 pesos for $1. 17,000 MT of gold were deposited by J.P.R. Jad, Jose P. Rizal Jose Antonio Diaz de la Paz, in Barclays Bank Singapore as guarantee for the money, which was demonetized in 1967, when Ferdinand Marcos, the legal counsel of J.P.R. Jad, Jose P. Rizal Jose Antonio Diaz de la Paz, code name TVMLSM 666, became the new president of the Philippines. He was witness when J.P.R. Jad, Jose P. Rizal Jose Antonio Diaz de la Paz transferred ownership over all his assets, properties, and belongings to his chosen successor in interest and rights, Rev. Dr. Floro E. Garcia Marcos. The old man. Jose Antonio Diaz de la Paz Jad, also Jose P. Rizal, died in 1974. He must have been 113 years old. President Ferdinand Marcos became the legal counsel of the successor in interest and rights and new owner of TVMTVTMLSM 666, Reverend Drive Floro E. Garcia, who would have to wait for maturity in the year 2005. Principally sitting on the wealth of the world, a genius Ferdinand Marcos was able to preserve everything and even create a new fortune on the side, which is preserved as the backup of managerial currencies. Note, the facts and figures in this article were lifted from the original account titled The Mystery of the Barclays ACC. Thanks to Gilbert Miranda June 19, 2016. Thanks for viewing. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel.